Standing in the cold, cold rain. I don't even feel the pain. Anything to step away. I know we could both.
Hi everyone, this is Richa, and today I am going to show you high definition makeup on my bride. She has problematic acne prone skin. She has acne scars and blemishes as well. So we will be using all high definition products, and I will be sharing all the details about the products I will be using. This is to raise some excitement. Hope you will enjoy the tutorial. So when we start doing the bride's makeup or any client's makeup, it's very important to use the product as per her skin type. As my bride today has acne prone skin, the first product which will go on her face is a face mist. This is the first product I'm applying. I'm not applying any face oils or elixirs or anything like that, as the weather right now is very humid here in Delhi, and also her skin is acne prone, as I told you. So I'm skipping all the face oils and elixirs and also face sheets. I just need to make sure that her face is hydrated and moisturized. So first of all, I will be using a face mist, and then I will apply a moisturizer and primer, and then I will start with the makeup. The very first product I'm applying on her face is Hyaluronic Acid Glow Mist by Recode. As the weather is quite humid because of the monsoon season in Delhi, so I'm avoiding using any face oils or elixir. My bride already has cleaned wash face, so I don't need to clean it again. Right now, I'm applying a Recoat face mist onto her face. This is the first product which is going on her skin. After that, I'm applying a water based gel moisturizer. It's also by the same brand, Recoat. This step before applying makeup is non negotiable. Whether your skin is oily or dry, applying a moisturizer is must. Before applying makeup, you will want to use a light moisturizer to not make the base oily. Make sure you use a moisturizer that suits your skin type and offers an all day hydration. One way to apply it is to press the moisturizer onto your skin instead of rubbing it in. But I prefer a thorough massage, which will also increase the blood circulation, and it will serve as the perfect base for applying makeup. The next very important step is applying a primer. Here I'm using primer by Faces Canada. A primer acts as a protective barrier that prevents your moisturizer and skin's oil balance from mixing with your makeup. Primer sets a base for a flawless makeup application, and it also acts as a barrier to fill in any lines in your skin so that makeup doesn't crease in them. I prefer applying primer with a flat brush. Here I am using this flat brush by Morphe. For the final pre-makeup preparation, always look for a primer with silicone as the main ingredient. Now we are done with prepping the skin for makeup, and we will proceed. As you have seen, my bride today has blemishes, acne scars, actually very red acne scars and some active acne too. So first of all, I will start with correction. I will take green shade out of my Ben Nye concealer wheel. Green shade is perfect to reduce the redness on your face, be it acne scars or rosacea, whatever you have. Green is a shade which actually neutralizes it. So I'm using a green concealer for her face as well as her neck. As you will be seeing that she has a lot of red scars on her face as well as neck. To help you with picking the right concealer, and understanding of color theory will be helpful. So here is the little guide to choose the right shade. As you can see, my bride has some red scars on her face as well as neck and chest. So I will be using a green shade from Ben Nye Concealer Wheel. Green is the opposite color wheel from red, so it's perfect for hiding any redness on your face, like pimples and acne scars. If you have rosacea, a color correcting green primer will help hide unwanted redness. As I have some rosacea, so I use a green from the concealer wheel to counter that redness. To cover dark circles, orange concealer should be used for under eye area and pigmentation. Perfect part of matching the right foundation shade as per your skin tone is just above the jawline. Though everyone prefers different, somebody prefers to check in on their hand or this area or anywhere. But this is what I generally do and recommend it. That's why you must have seen that my makeup is never too white or too brown or too dark. It's thankfully as per the skin type. The foundation you're applying on the face should go with your neck as well as with your body. So while doing the bridal makeup, just make sure you are taking the right shade of foundation. So the foundations I'm going to apply on her are all high definition foundations. Right now I will be mixing two shades of foundation. The first one is Charlotte Tilbury and I'm mixing a little bit of Lancome in Charlotte Tilbury. With my experience, I'm able to make a perfect shade as per her skin tone. As you can see, it's merging very perfectly in her real skin tone. If you find your foundation shade to be a bit darker, then you can mix few drops of the lighter shade of foundation and vice versa. Our skin has three undertones: warm, cool, and neutral. Warm is when your complexion is bit golden yellow or peach. Cool when your skin tone has more blue, red or pink hues. Neutral is a combination of cool and warm tones. It's very important to understand the undertone of your bride. Usually darker skin tones have cool undertones, whilst the fairer skin have warm undertones. So right now, as you can see, I'm just blending the foundation which I applied already onto her neck and chest and face. It's very important to blend it just perfectly. Give it time, make it get absorbed in the skin. For that, I'm using a foundation brush by Sigma. Sigma has really amazing face and eye brushes. Now to conceal the under eye area, I'm using tart shape tip concealer and applying it using a Morphe brush. To avoid any crease lines or getting your under eye area gray after a few hours of the makeup, it's very important to get that area moisturized. When I was applying moisturizer onto the whole face, I applied the same moisturizer on under eye area as well. Now I'm using a beauty blender to blend the concealer in the under eye area and chin and center of the forehead and bridge of the nose. I always prefer and recommend using a beauty blender after using a brush. It just gives that flawless finish and helps blending all the foundation and get it merged into the skin. So I'm dabbing it all over again using a beauty blender by Real Technique. Make sure your under eye area has no crease lines before applying a translucent powder or baking it. Here I'm using translucent setting powder by Laura Mercier and applying it with the help of a round fluffy brush. This brush is just perfect to give the coverage I need to make my foundation stick. I will be applying the powder onto the face, under eye area, ears, neck, and chest as well. And I need my makeup to set. Using a setting powder actually makes your makeup last longer, makes it sweat proof, waterproof, and doesn't make it crack or won't be forming any crease lines or laughing lines. To set the under eye area, I'm using a very small beauty blender and applying the same Laura Mercier translucent powder on under eye areas. I've already prepped the eyes for applying eyeshadow. I've taken a very neutral peach shade and applying it all over the eyelid. While blending on the eye area, it's very important to move your brush in a small circular motion as you can see and also to and fro. So I'm using very light pressure on the eyes and just taking some more color and blending it on the eyes. To make it more pigmented, just deposit the color first on the eyelids and then blend it. I've applied a very tiny wing liner on my bride's eyes and just filling the eyebrows using my favorite palette, Morphe 35N. It's very important to give your bride perfectly defined brows and to shape the brows using a powder eyeshadow or Anastasia Beverly Hills Tip Pomade, whatever you have. But I don't prefer using too much of the black to fill in the eyebrows. Now I'm using Max Spice lip pencil to define the lip line of my bride and also fill in the lips using same lip liner. This is one of my favorite lip liner from MAC Cosmetics. Now I have mixed 2-3 of my lipsticks to make a perfect peach color for my bride today and applying it using Morphe brush. Now I'm applying my favorite MAC blush in the shade Mocha using a gorgeous brush. This brush is so perfect to give that flawless finish and perfect blending, though it is a bit harsh on the skin, but not that harsh as it's made of natural hair. Now I'm contouring the nose of my bride using my Anastasia Beverly Hills contour palette. You must have seen these days in many Instagram tutorials that they use cream or liquid contours for shaping the nose and contouring, but I generally prefer using a powder contour. To give more color and depth, you can keep building the product. So after correcting the nose and applying a darker shade on the sides of your nose, it's very important to use a lighter shade to balance the nose with the skin. As you can see, I have applied a light shade from the same Anastasia Beverly Hills palette on the bridge of the nose and sides of the nose. A makeup look is not complete without applying lashes. So here I'm using CS Essentials lashes and using a PAC Cosmetics eyelash glue to apply these lashes. The highlighter, which is my favorite and which goes perfectly on the dusky skin, is Saleha. It's by Saleha Beauty in the shade Hollywood Gold and definitely one of my favorite highlighters when you are working on a brown or Indian skin tone, a dusky skin tone. You should be applying highlighter on the highest parts of the face like cheekbones, chin, bridge of the nose and center of the forehead. Also, I prefer using the same highlighter on collarbones. Now I'm just making her eyes look more intense to turn this into a proper bridal look. So I'm using a darker shade and blending it again on the eyes, and after that I will be applying some loose glitter using a glitter glue. You can also use a pressed glitter or any glitter of your choice. So after doing the hair and jewelry, here is the final look of our today's bride. How beautiful she's looking. And one more thing, don't forget to spray the setting spray. Whichever you have, I prefer Urban Decay All Night Setting Spray to set the makeup on place. And with every passing hour, your makeup will look more beautiful, more glowing, and flawless.
Standing in the cold, cold rain. I don't even feel the pain. Anything to step away. I know we could.
Hope you all liked the video. Thank you so much for watching. Do leave your comments in any ideas or any questions you have in mind. I will
Standing in
be
the
happy
cold,
to answer
cold
all the
rain. I
questions.
don't
Thank
even
you so
feel
much.
the
Love you
pain.
all.
Anything to step away. I know we could both do better. Wish you would've left me here. Now I'm just controlled by fear. What's the point in our reflection if you never look in the mirror? Counting the days until you're gone, waiting for us to carry on. Oh, I'm running, what am I running from?